Hello, I am Richard A. Boxall, and this is my short and almost daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily-ish.
You're listening to the diary of a wannabe writer, Season 3.
Hello, it's Tuesday the 13th of June 2026. Well, 13th? I said 13th, didn't I, idiot? 23rd of June 2026. Welcome to the show. Now, I kind of promised I'd be recording somewhere interesting in Tokyo today. Well, I didn't intentionally lie, but I just wasn't in the mood to do it. So where we are is quite a distance from the centre of the city. So one of the many options I had was to catch a train in today to go into what I really wanted to do. There's this gorgeous temple quite close to Shibuya Station and obviously the famous crossing, and it's called Meiji Jingu, and I really wanted to record the podcast there today. Quite often you have the are they monks? Anyway, the religious people that live there, they do this gorgeous kind of chanting, and I was kind of hoping to have that in the background of a little bit of what I was doing, but no, it wasn't to be. I wasn't feeling great today, so what I did was I got up for breakfast, had breakfast in the hotel, which was rather nice. Ran into not somebody on my crew, but somebody I'd flown with before. Did Singapore, Sydney last year at some point with them, so I had a natter over breakfast, had a decent breakfast. And then my plan was, so there's a bit of shopping I want to do for a friend. And my plan originally was to go up to, there's a particular shop called Don Quixote. And there's loads of them all over the place. There was one near a train station that, the plan was to go to the train station, get into the centre of Tokyo, go and do all the things I talked about earlier, and then on the way back, get off at the same underground station and go to this shop, because my friend was after some face masks and some snacky bits, and unfortunately, I was able to get most of it actually, but not everything. So there was a couple of bits that I couldn't get, and then I say my intention was to go on the train, but I didn't because I wasn't feeling great. So I did that bit of shopping, and then walked back to the hotel and messaged my friend and showed her what I got, because I got the bulk of what she wanted. There were two things I couldn't get. It was a particular, I'm going to say flavour, but I guess it's a scent of eye mask, and couldn't get that particular one, so I didn't, obviously, and there was some chestnut snacks that she wanted as well, and I couldn't get those either, and I felt a bit better later on. So there was another one of the same shop near the train station, but much bigger, and it was a similar distance but in the opposite direction. So my hip was quite sore, but I thought, well, I don't have to rush, I can take it slowly. It's just under a mile, so it should take about 20 minutes at a normal pace, or probably a normal pace I could probably do it in 18 actually, but it doesn't matter how long it takes. And so I kind of ambled there gently. The shop was enormous. Instead of just being like the corner of one floor of this mall that it was in the first shopping centre, it was 5 stories. So the bottom story was food, but the snacks weren't there, because I cunningly showed a photograph of the packaging that she'd sent me to a member of the store staff, and he did have a look, but it wasn't there. And then I did something similar with the eye masks that I couldn't find. And I got more than one set of eye masks for her. She was after 3, I said, flavours, but you know what I mean, 3 cents. And I got 2 of them. But the first shop didn't have the third one, and unfortunately neither did the second. So I got nothing extra on that extra haul, unfortunately. Well, no, I did try and get, there was something similar to the snacks that she likes at a 7-Eleven or a Family Mart, I can't remember, it was one of the two, on the way back, so I got some of those. There's another friend of mine who likes Kit Kats. I don't think he listens to this, so he won't know, but they had 9 different flavoured Kit Kats, including wasabi flavoured Kit Kat. I'm not joking. So I've bought 2 of each to take to him. At least the plan is it's 2 of each. I'm really tempted to find out what that wasabi Kit Kat is like. I'm sure it's fairly disgusting, but yeah, Kit Kats are very popular in this country. And then I walked back, and there was another Family Mart. I was hungry at this point because I'd only had breakfast. There was another Family Mart near where our hotel was, so I thought, right, I'll go in there, but there was nothing I fancied. And then I kind of looked, as I was coming out the Family Mart, I saw there was a coffee shop, so I went to have a look to see if there was anything in there, and they were ones that did those meals. But then there was a proper, well, I say proper because I'm in Japan, but there was a Chinese restaurant opposite, and I did Chinese dim sum in Japan. Totally unacceptable, but it was very good, and it was really cheap as well. I kind of looked at the bill at the end and thought, that's amazing. You'd have spent 2 or 3 times that in London for something similar. So I really enjoyed the food. Didn't get any writing done, sorry. And we fly back tomorrow, so I will be able to do a podcast tomorrow, but it'll be very late tomorrow evening because we land something like 8 in the evening. Okay, that's me done. Sorry about the disappointing update from Japan, and I shall see you later tomorrow. Bye-bye.
You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by me, Richard A. Boxall. Thank you for tuning in to my cogitative considerations, and if you'd like to know more about me or my projects, visit my link tree on linktr.ee/Richard Writes. Capital R, capital W. Thank you for listening.